save or should I spend to enrich my life? I have a very contrary view on that. It is not going to be meaningfully useful to start saving those tiny amounts and hurting your life. If I save 5,000 rupees out of my 30,000 rupees salary, this 5,000 will be useless. Grow कि कितना करेगा यार? Basically think of it. Your first crore will come from your income. If you're thinking कि मैं 10 लाख डालूंगा और 10 लाख का 1 करोड़ बन जाएगा, that is nonsense. You will actually save 1 crore before that. You have to plan for 30 years after your retirement. Then you multiply that there's something called a wealth effect. Because when people feel that they own an asset whose price is going up, they spend more. I personally don't like gold or silver.
Okay.
In fact, just a few days back, we took the gold and silver that we had, जाके हमने बेच दिया.
Robert Kiyosaki, that he says, take debt to get rich.
Taking debt to get rich has different meanings. But debt help करता है. If you can turn around 25 lakhs, you put only 5 lakhs of your money, take 20 lakhs as a loan and rotate. So this person should use debt. But in general,
I'll tell you a real incident happened to me yesterday. So my maid, her husband, he earns like 20,000 rupees a month. My maid called me and said, my husband, is forcing me that we should buy an iPhone. iPhone? नहीं सर, आप मुझे 2 महीने की सैलरी एडवांस दे दीजिए. My husband has to buy an iPhone.
Wow.
मैंने बोला भाई मैं ओप्पो चलाता हूँ, तुझे आईफोन खरीदना है.
that's the worst form of debt. When you use it for things that people take debt for their children's marriages. Bankrupt हो जाते हैं. I'll give you an example of how to use debt.
So there is a concept like very popularized by Robert Kiyosaki, that he says, take debt to get rich. So do you think like a middle class person can actually use this strategy or they'll burn their hands?
यार ये लोग जो बुक में जो बोलता है ना, you have to see what he does also.
नहीं,
but he has actually done it.
I don't know. I think my problem is this. What is that debt taken? How do you take debt and become rich? I'll give you an example of how to use debt to get rich. Take a shopkeeper. Shopkeeper है, उसके पास inventory होता है ना, वो inventory जाके DMart या कहीं से खरीदता है, ठीक है? And he buys FMCG stuff, shampoo, soaps, things like that. And he sells it. Now, उसके इसमें margin है 5%. Wholesaler से भी खरीदता है तो 5% ही है. Right? Now, he gets a cash discount. That's why he buys it at lower. Otherwise, you take credit and buy it from the wholesaler. The wholesaler says, I'll give you 5% margin if you give me on credit, but I'll give you 10% if you pay cash. तो कहता है मैं cash लेके 10% कमा लेता हूँ, ठीक है? Now, let me ask you this. He has ability to do 25 lakhs per month. ठीक है? And his margin is 10%. That is the amount he can do. Should this person take debt or not?
100%.
So
depends on the payback period also, like how fast he's.
My brother-in-law does the same business, actually FMCG, so I can totally correlate with whatever you are saying. The margins are not that great, like 10% is an extreme.
Yeah, 10% extreme.
3 to 5% maximum. Like even on the cash discount, 1%, 2% extra.
Correct.
So his goal is always कि मैं एक साल में कितना साइकिल घुमा सकता हूँ.
साइकिल टर्न्स है, और साइकिल टर्न्स में क्या होता है ना कि आपका डेट हेल्प करता है, बिकॉज योर कैपिटल इज एक्स, द डेट इज एडिंग द रिमेनिंग. तो आप so if you can turn around 25 lakhs, you put only 5 lakhs of your money, take 20 lakhs as a loan and rotate. The faster you rotate, the more return on your capital. You are talking 80-90% return on your capital, because तुम 5 लाख लगाओगे उस पे तुम इनफैक्ट 5 लाख से ज्यादा कमाओगे. So this person should use debt, क्योंकि वो अपना कैपिटल यूज करेगा तो 5-6% ही मिलेगा उसको. So don't start with the debt stuff when you have no money. It's a horrible thing to do. Debt is great when you have money.
So, I'll tell you a real incident happened to me yesterday. So my nanny basically, her husband is a delivery guy. He earns like 20,000 rupees a month. My maid called me and said कि sir, my husband is forcing me that we should buy an iPhone. iPhone? क्यों? उसको शौक है सर। तो मैंने बोला भाई उसको है शौक तो उसको बोलो कमाए। नहीं सर आप मुझे 2 महीने की सैलरी एडवांस दे दीजिए, माई हस्बैंड हैज टू बाय एन आईफोन। वाओ। को बाबा क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग। मैं 1 घंटे तक ज्ञान दिया बट उसको नहीं समझ में आया। मैंने कहा, भाई तो जो करना है कर, मैं नहीं दे सकता सैलरी।
हाँ, you know what the hell, I mean, it's a debt trap. और फिर लोन ले लेंगे किसी लोन शार्क से। अब वो बड़ा गंदा होता है यार। बाय द टाइम यू रीच
70% of I think iPhones are on EMI in
हाँ।
India.
मैंने बोला
And-
भाई मैं ओप्पो चलाता हूँ, तुझे
हाँ।
आईफोन खरीदना है।
नहीं, I have a OnePlus and I have a
I also
Pixel
have
now.
OnePlus.
Yeah, I have a Pixel now. अभी वो शिफ्ट हो रहा है एक फोन से दूसरे फोन पर। बट I mean I can afford the phone. Yeah, I mean it's like when you couldn't afford it, why would you? But there are times when I have bought things I could not afford. I remember once
I think
buying
it happens when you don't have money. That is also like
हाँ.
psyche thing.
That's the worst form of debt. When you use it for things that, I mean, sometimes unavoidable. People take debt for their children's marriages. Bankrupt हो जाते हैं. And India has weird social norms, right? You have to give your daughter a lot of money during the wedding. All that stuff is there. So these people actually suffer a lot during those times because they cannot negotiate their way out of anything. In many of these cases, there are suicides, there are this, there's that, and all that stuff because of debt. Debt is not useful when it is used to finance consumption like an iPhone, which you can't afford,
Right.
for which you need a salary advance or a loan from somebody else. And at the same time, you don't have any control on why you need it. Like this poor person needs her husband needs it. She doesn't need it.
Yeah.
she's not even able to tell him कि क्यों चाहिए, नहीं मत लो तुम।
नहीं वो समझाया, बहुत समझाया, वो नहीं समझ में नहीं आया। मैंने भी समझाया।
Oh my God, it is so sad because he's probably doing it for showing off.
Yeah, 100%.
And we know that these things are ridiculous, right? But unfortunate. But people do that. Yaar, in Delhi, I grew up in Delhi. People take loans to show off. Even rich
Not
people.
so ज़्यादा sir.
हाँ. So taking debt to get rich has different meanings. But in general, I would say debt is useful for people who have money.
आप में से जितने भी लोग हैं जिन्हें स्टॉक मार्केट इन्वेस्टिंग में इंटरेस्ट है, उनके लिए एक छोटा सा अपडेट है कि जो शुभम है वो संडे को एक वेबिनार कर रहे हैं। तो जिन्हें नहीं पता शुभम के बारे में, शुभम 29 की एज में फाइनेंशियली फ्री हो गए थे, इसलिए अमेजॉन यूएस की जॉब छोड़ के वो बैंगलोर इंडिया शिफ्ट हो गए और एक फुल टाइम इन्वेस्टर बन गए। तो अगर आप इस वेबिनार में इंटरेस्टेड हैं और शुभम के एक्सपीरियंस से सीखना चाहते हैं तो इसके लिए आप डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए लिंक से वेबिनार के लिए रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं। और जैसे ही आप वेबिनार के लिए रजिस्टर करते हो, यू विल गेट अ फ्री शॉर्ट कोर्स ऑन योर व्हाट्सएप कि जो स्टॉक प्राइस है किसी भी कंपनी का वो इंक्रीज या डिक्रीज कैसे होता है, प्लस अ कैलकुलेटर जो शुभम यूज करते थे जब वो अपनी फाइनेंशियली फ्री की जर्नी में थे। इसके साथ साथ जब आप संडे को वेबिनार ज्वाइन करोगे तो यू विल ऑल्सो गेट अ फ्री गिफ्ट देयर। हम एक वेबिनार में मैक्सिमम 400 लोगों को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं। अगर इस वीक का वेबिनार आप मिस करते हैं तो आपको अगले हफ्ते तक वेट करना पड़ेगा।
So, sir, do you think should we invest early or should one enjoy their career?
Yeah, I have a very contrarian view on that. I think people will make money forever. There are very few people for whom there will be zero chances of making money. There is always going to be some chance. And one of the things is that when you're younger, you have decisions to make on very basic things. Should I save or should I spend to enrich my life? Now, enrich my life can be, thinking of partying and all that stuff. People say that is not, that is like, उड़ा रहे हो पैसे को or whatever. You're wasting the money, you're doing this and all that. Or travel for, experience and, you want to see new places and all that stuff. You have to remember that when you're 20, in your early 20s, you're probably more free than you will ever be.
Right.
Until you retire. Once you get into a family situation and kids and all that stuff, when you have that freedom, you should enjoy it. Because in your lifetime, your first 18 to 22 years, you're stuck to family for the most part, right? And then from 22 to maybe 30, you're like on your own. And then from 30 to 60, you're pretty much, you have kids, you have family, things like that. And even after you're 60, then the vagaries of life will come. There'll be grandchildren, maybe, there'll be whatever, there'll be other things. So there'll always one layer of attachment that keeps happening. And this 22 to 30 is a time when typically people are free. the kind that the person that you're talking about. Now, if you come from a background that says, even at 22, I have to take care of my parents because they don't have income, then I have to take care of them. Now, that is like you having children. So, it's the same thing. If
Right.
तुम्हारे पास responsibility है, then your life stage will be different.
Hmm.
So, you'll have to save and invest based on these kind of, thought processes. Taking a course, learning a new skill, all of these things are more important than actually investing in markets or mutual funds or things like that, because you will actually get more out of it in the long term than by this thing. And you will enjoy your life. You will remember that you enjoyed your life. That is the important part of what we're saying. So don't make those decisions saying, if I save 5,000 rupees out of my, 30,000 rupees salary, then I won't have anything left. तो सिर्फ खाना खाऊंगा, मैगी खाऊंगा, whatever and all that, I'll have this 5,000 to invest.
Right.
Because your salary will go up from the 30,000 to sometime. At some point, you'll be making 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs a month. This 5,000 will be useless. Grow के कितना करेगा यार? मतलब 5,000 become 20,000. It's still less than 10% of your salary. Now today it's 15-20% of your salary. It is not going to be meaningfully useful to start saving those tiny amounts and hurting your life. If your life is such that your lifestyle say 20,000 निकल जाता सारा काम,
Right.
then invest the remaining 5,000-10,000 rupees. Yes, that's perfectly fine. You are enjoying your life. You're having fun.
So this should be the criteria कि after you have this much amount, then you should start doing active investing.
Basically, think of it. Your first crore will come from your income. If you're thinking कि मैं 10 लाख डालूंगा और 10 लाख का 1 crore बन जाएगा, that is nonsense. You will actually save 1 crore before that. You will. So people who are 24 years old saying, I got 30% on some investment, I laugh. क्या है तुम्हारा 30%? 30% तुमने डाला 5,000, 30% 1,500. तुम एक फ्राइडे रात को तुम 2,000 रुपए खर्च कर लेते हो. So what is the point of your getting this stupid 30%? It is nonsense,
right.
because you're not thinking numbers, you're thinking
Right.
percentages.
Yeah.
Percentages matter when the
base is big.
denominator is large. Right?
And I think it has to be opposite. When you
Yeah.
have more corpus, then you can think in terms of absolute.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, correct.
So sir, जो पहला 1 crore है, that will come from increasing our income. But at the time I have 1 crore, we are married, might be we have a child. Now what? Like what should be the investment?
Yeah,
strategy?
now think of now your life has suddenly got responsibilities. So two things come into play.
Right.
जब आपके पास कोई dependents नहीं थे, maybe your parents are independent and you were not married, you didn't need any insurance. कि आपको अगर कुछ हो गया, किसी को financially तो तकलीफ नहीं होगी. Emotionally हो सकता है, but financially नहीं होगी, then that way you're okay. Now once you're married, you have a child, you have to ensure that your spouse is financially, in a decent condition after you. That after you can be tomorrow also, because some road accident can happen. And then your child is also taken care of in terms of education. You have to calculate ki kitna chahiye. A quick way to look at this would be, if my child, I have about 16 years left, the child is 2 years old, 16 years of this thing left. Abhi aap currently engineering colleges mein jao. Now government colleges are one, private colleges are the other side. So now maybe 12 to 15 lakhs per year is the cost of a private engineering college in India. Abroad it is 30-40 lakhs. So let us say you wanted to do the Indian one. You said 15 lakh per year आज की date. So roughly 6-7% in inflation, every 10 years it will double. 10 to 11 years it will double. So by the time your child is 18 years old, that means in 16 years, you can think of at least 3.5 to 4 times this expense. So you're thinking of between 50 to 60 lakh rupees per year is your expense, considering 6 to 7% inflation. I don't think it'll be that much, but let's say it is that much also. So 60 to 70 lakhs per year is 2.4 crores. Now starting from zero, how much do you need to do for 2.4 crores per year is the 2.4 crores in total. How do you get there in roughly 16 years, right? So, I mean, the quick calculation over here would be that you need, you need a certain amount of money to be saved, and that money can grow perhaps at 10% per year. Then what's the number? The numbers are surprisingly small. it's like 20,000 rupees a month. And increase that also by 6 or 7% per year. Okay? So 20,000 rupees per month will get you there. You have 16 years. So it is not like, oh, 2.4 crores kaise kamayega aadmi and all that. It is 20,000 rupees per month. That is what you should focus on. Wohi chahiye, theek hai. And then don't expect too much. Don't expect like 15-16% returns. Maybe 8-10-11% returns.
So the thinking model is, as soon as we get married, we can write all the goals.
Yeah.
And then see, like, after inflation is adjusted, what would be their value, like, let's say after 16 years, 20 years, retirement and everything, and then reverse calculate the SIP amount.
Yeah. You don't want to restrict yourself to only saving. The reason I'm saying this is because most of your listeners will probably come from the same kind of middle class thinking that perhaps I came from and perhaps you come from, is ये बड़ा खर्चा नहीं करना है.
And right.
यार मतलब ये वाला, I'll tell you, friend I met my age, my college, we were at dinner together and he was saying, yaar, I was born in 1975, so I wanted to buy a whiskey which was made in 1975. 1975 vintage wala whiskey. And obviously these things are expensive.
Right.
5,000, 10,000 euros wala whiskey hai. Kya karo? So now you have to remember I'm 50, so we've had a lifetimes of savings. So our savings and our investment profile is very different from someone who's starting off. So these numbers will sound very big. 5,000 euros, pagal ho gaya, matlab utna ek bottle of alcohol pe kharch karoge. But when you're at my age and things are different, and you have the savings and you're thinking ki agar kharch kar bhi diya, kya hoga? कितने महीने लगेंगे इसको replenish करने में from the savings? Especially if you're abroad and you're working there, chances are the money does not take too long to get replaced. Then why not? Who cares if it's $5,000? Because तुमको 1975 वाली whiskey चाहिए, not some random, other whiskey that is nice perhaps, but was not made in 1975. वही वाली चाहिए. तो अगर है तो है. What is the point of money? You're not going to take it away when you die. You are earning it, you're saving it, and this is what you're saving for, right? But this is not easy for us, even us as people, to think, because we have been conditioned to say that this is extremely expensive. Whiskey comes at maybe 5,000 rupees a bottle, maybe 10,000 rupees a bottle, but you can't pay 5 lakh rupees per bottle, right? And I'm like, why not? If it's important enough, then you can pay 5 lakh rupees a bottle. Look, when we hear of women buying a bag worth 1.5 lakhs, a shoe worth 80,000, डर लगता है, मतलब क्या है ये?
Right.
But they also understand that they're not buying 150, they're not paying 1.5 lakhs to carry some things in. वो तो झोला मेरे को 200 रुपए मिल जाएगा. It is not that, right? It is something else. It's adding some, fashion value to their lives. It's making a self-worth thing. It's making them feel good, whatever the hell it is. But they've understood that very carefully. Even men, some men do. They buy extremely expensive, whatever.
Watches, shoes.
Yeah, I mean, क्या है? Time ही तो बोला. वैसे ही फोन देखने वाला हो time के लिए. तो कौन सा तुम अपना रिस्क घुमाओगे? But नहीं, वो है तुमको ओमेगा वाला चाहिए.
A friend yesterday, he bought a 1 lakh rupee watch because his portfolio hit 1 CR. उसको लेना ही था.
अब देखो,
it is good. ठीक है.
It is good.
You also need reward. It is more of a like feedback loop. वरना मजा ही नहीं आ रहा, बोरिंग चलता रहेगा, फिर आप छोड़ ही दोगे.
हाँ, but to be fair, ये लाइफ इवेंट थोड़ी होता है 1 करोड़ का पहुंचने वाला. यार बच्चा हो तो ठीक है, बच्चा ग्रेजुएट हुआ है वो ठीक है, लाइफ इवेंट. पोर्टफोलियो 1 करोड़ पहुंचे तो पहुंचता ही रहेगा यार. मतलब वो थोड़ी होता है इवेंट. इवेंट
This friend is Shammi bhai, no.
It is good. I mean, don't make money your life. Yeah, your life is real things in life. Your money is money, bus. It will come and it will go. It is only a part of what you do. I'm saying this as a person who manages money, is that money is raw material for your life. उसको रॉ मटेरियल की तरह देखोगे तो मतलब क्या फायदा. इट्स लाइक द गाय हु मेक्स सोप, इंस्टेड ऑफ मेकिंग सोप इज लुकिंग एट ऑल द केमिकल्स. वो इतना केमिकल है भाई, कभी भी सोप बना सकता हूँ, वो बनाया नहीं ना सोप. तो सोप नहीं बनाएगा तो तेरी जिंदगी का क्या होगा? वो केमिकल का केमिकल ही रह जाएगा. वो रॉ मटेरियल इज रॉ मटेरियल. इफ यू डोंट मेक इट worthwhile, your life is useless. So you have to add value to your life. It's good he took this 1 crore portfolio. Think of it one way. अगर उसके पोर्टफोलियो से उसका 1 करोड़ पहुंचा है, 1 लाख का वॉच खरीदा है, पोर्टफोलियो टेक्निकली 99 lakhs हो गया ना, तो he has nothing to celebrate.
But he has a very high paying job also.
Oh, that's fine. That means his portfolio is already more than 1 crore, which means he's using the 1 crore as an excuse to buy the watch, which is also fine. Perfectly fine. जब तुमको पता है तो वही एडमिट करके चलो आगे, उसको जस्टिफाई करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. बट हाँ ठीक है, दिल को बहलाने को ये ख्याल अच्छा है वाला सिचुएशन. बट यू नो, आई थिंक इन द लॉन्ग टर्म people will find comfort in a lot of these things. Portfolio itna hua, ye hua. That there's something called a wealth effect. The US recognized it long back. They said that we should make people buy houses and we should create a situation where house prices go up. Because when people feel that they own an asset whose price is going up,
Spend more.
they spend more.
So, sir, I think आजकल everybody is talking about gold silver market में, और तो किसी को कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है. तो आपका क्या व्यू है सर कमोडिटीज के ऊपर? मतलब नॉट इवन राइट नाउ, शुड वी ओन इट इन द पोर्टफोलियो इन जनरल?
See, I'm a data guy. So as much as I like or hate something, I know that the data will override what I have to say or what I have to think. I personally don't like gold or silver.
Okay.
In fact, just a few days back, we took the gold and silver that we had, painful जो है, जाके हमने बेच दिया. क्योंकि वो हर जगह लॉकर रखना पड़ता है या फिर घर पे सेफ में रखना पड़ता है, जगह नहीं है, ये वो. So there's a lot of stuff that we don't use, and let's go and sell it, and got a ridiculously good price for it. Okay, for what I thought, because I've been thinking this for the last 3 years and I haven't been able to do it. And when we finally did it, I don't think it's a bad speculative investment. It's a good speculative investment. It's like Bitcoin. I don't like it, but I will buy it because it's a good investment and sell it. Same thing with gold. I think there are times when gold and silver will do well. There are times when gold and silver will not do well. So these are not permanent investments. You should buy them when the going is good and sell them when the going is bad. And I would say this of any commodity, whether it is gold, silver, platinum, crude oil, natural gas, jo bhi hai. In fact, one of the things that we are thinking about when we create our next mutual fund scheme is to include all of these commodities so that people can participate in them at the right time. But gold ke hisab se, it's about 6 to 7% a year.
Yeah.
6 to 7% a year is nice. If you waited 14 years, because before, if you waited 12 years, you got nothing. It went from 2,000 to 4,000 in a year. Then it's possible that now it stays at this 4,000 level, goes below, and then comes back and stays it for another 10 years. In fact, for the last 12 years, almost every year, gold has been beaten significantly by the Nifty. So much that the underperformance this 1 year is still overshadowed by the performance of the Nifty in the last 10 to 12 years. In the sense, it's not so bad कि एक साल अगर कम हो गया, the 10-year return of gold and the 10-year return of Nifty are probably only equal right now, but they have not been equal before this. And Nifty has been significantly higher.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming.
Thank
I
you
think
so
we
much.
learned
Hemant.
a lot from you.
Always a pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure.
Nice, मजा आ गया.
ओके, तो इस संडे का वेबिनार ज्वाइन करने का लिंक हमने डिस्क्रिप्शन और फर्स्ट कमेंट में दे दिया है. सी यू इन द वेबिनार.